Good morning. Welcome to Echotraders. It's 10 after 9. It is Thursday, May 26. We've already had our rule of thumb trade. I'll use an arrow here. From exhaustion to the upside. That's a funny looking arrow. Let me try again. From exhaustion to the upside, we have our rule of thumb trade. Market has come to the SMA. We've been looking at the market from that temporary support area to come back and retest this area here. When we look left, we have the 61.8. That is being retested as we speak. Market has lower highs. So we have targets, extension targets to the downside. Next target is 49.71. We'll see if it can get there. My name is Dale Elliott, and we'll be right back. I forgot to mention this is CL market, in case some of you didn't know, but I think the majority of you do know that. So it's the crude oil futures. We'll see if the 61 can hold. We'll be aiming for targets farther to the bottom, or short, if you will. So far so good on here. That is now 9:35. I'm just going to extend this here guy along here so you can see that target that we were mentioning. Right, whoops, a little high at 49.71. So 23, the pullback was right to that 23, which makes a beautiful entry right there at our resistance area. Pull this here down in place here a little bit, make it nice and fancy. So we're retesting the lows. This here was a money off area here at 49.91 and 90 right here. We'll pull this here over to here. So as long as if you trade it to the SMA, then it did go a couple ticks in your favor. So you should have got filled right to the rule of thumb trade. It has retested a little higher up than I had figured, but it makes for a great entry. MACD all along says look for that position. All right, so now they has retested the money off, and we'll see once again market trading below the EMA, retest, and we'll look for a follow through to here and beyond. So if the market can hold here at the EMA, we'll aim for the 141.4 and beyond, and lock in 49.71. In a perfect world. Okay, we are at 9:45. We are now trading below the SMA here. I'll highlight it. I'll just put the crosshairs on there. The market has retested the 49.86. We'll see if that can now hold as your new resistance. And as we had said, we'd look for down here and beyond, but we'll look to lock in 49.71 next. We'll take a glimpse at the larger target, which will be, if I can get this here chart to move up the hill, 49.58. The market has a lot of work to do. It'll have to take out 49.67, and we have a nice confluence area with, look left, 49.67, and here at our 141 that we had mentioned at 49.66. See if we can get there. Okay, we'll put the crosshairs on our target. And we're going to see if we can get that money locked in down there. You can't move your, well, you could take part of your position off, which is fine. We do suggest that. We look to get that much locked in. Your larger time frame target, we talked about the confluence 49.67 and 49.66. The market's not quite there. And then your larger, a little bit farther down is another $130 to the downside. We'll see if maybe we can get the whole thing. Okay, let's go over the market here. Our 49.71 target is reached, and that's money off. I'm just going to borrow this here little tag here. This is a great money off or locked in money. The market did make it to our 49, look left, 49.67, and our confluence of 49.66. We'll change this here arrow to blue. The idea of a money off at the 127.2 in hindsight is a wonderful idea. That's what we trade, is our idea. Our idea comes from the trading plan. If you're trying to trade these markets without a plan, we want you to stop, wait a minute, and put your plan together. Do not try to trade without a plan. Next target down is 49.58. We're looking for a retest. We have to pick up Grandma. Grandma is wearing a blue scarf today. And tell her the water's fine. Come on in. Okay, let's get at it. Nice little pullback from here, and I'll use a yellow arrow and then we'll remove them. A nice little pullback from this area toward Grandma. Remember we said Grandma was wearing a blue silk scarf? We're looking for that market to follow through. We look for exhaustion at our 161.8, and that's at 49.58. We add 6 ticks to that. So that brings us down to 49.52, and the market should run back and grab Grandma. Now, it doesn't mean it has to get there. So once again, if you had locked in profits, this here little pullback is the market breathing. It wouldn't have faked you out, and you'd have that much locked in. For instance, those of you that are trading one contract, okay? Those of you that are trading multiple contracts, you know how to do that same scenario, that it's nice to take something, put it in your pocket. So trade is not 100% given that that's going to be where we get to, but the market has certainly tried to get there. 49.60, just a 20 bucks shy of target for exhaustion. And like I said, 49.58, we add 6. We look for 6 extra on that. And it's 3 minutes after 10 o'clock, relatively quick. Okay, it is now 10:42 and 42 seconds. 10:42:42. Want to just do a quick update before we sign off. One thing we want to bring to your attention is look in the center of your screen at 61.8. I have the crosshairs on there, and I have a hold of a yellow line. I want to bring this here to your attention. I'm going to move the yellow line to the right hand side if I can get a hold of the darn little thing. All right, there it is. Yellow line. Now I'm going to use a yellow arrow. See the yellow arrow I have a hold of. This is a 61.8% pullback. If you want to know more about fibs and how we use them, contact support@echotraders.com. We talked about the 49.8%, 49.8 49.58, excuse me, and we would look for 6 extra, which would be $60 extra on that trade. That would bring us down to 52. Giddy up. Down to about 52 right here. Well, in hindsight, we could say the market certainly gave us that. The only way you can get this, by the way, is once you take your money off, here at 49.71, just slightly hard to see now, is to put your money back on at or near grandma's scarf. That's our EMA, moving average. You put your money back on and you reap the benefits. Now, does it work 100% of the time? You know, nothing works 100% of the time. All right? If you want to know more, contact. Who are you going to contact? support@echotraders.com. Till next time, trade well, my friends.